The two girls run into a hot guy on their vacation, and they start a competition for love. Who will be the final winner? The movie starts with the girl protagonists, Kate and Meg, at their regular workplaces. Kate is a high school English teacher, and Meg sells cosmetics to big companies, or at least, she tries. Mars seems to be in retrograde for both of them, as Kate is asked to resign for having kids read an explicit comic book, and Meg fails to sell all her cosmetics imported from Korea at Herald. Poor girls. That night, to blow off some steam, the girls are enjoying a reality TV show, shouting at a small Chinese takeout, and sipping their midlife crisis away with expensive wine. Kate goes to bed earlier than usual, but is awakened by a drunken Meg, who has booked them a flight to Fort Lauderdale for a spontaneous vacation to get away from their stressful lives, with no more downhill. 3 hours later, instead of canceling the flight straight away, Kate and Meg are at the airport trying hard to avoid missing their flight. But Meg has her own way of get through life. Maybe not the most ladylike way, but who's to judge? All she has to do is show her packed lingerie, and then the two girls can get on the plane to Fort Lauderdale. The fun is about to start. Once they're in their seats, comfortably ready for the flight, the first flight is their hearts. A hot, tall, blonde man named Ryan, almost the definition of a Greek god, has his seat right between the two best friends. Ryan is on his way to his friend's wedding, stuck between the two girls during the flight. Kate and Meg are so taken aback by his sexiness that they take turns taking their shots at him. When the flight gets rerouted to St. Louis, things get even more interesting. Louis, because the Hurricane Cindy has reached Florida. When the plane lands in St. Louis, the passengers are taken to the Sheraton Hotel. Kate and Meg find themselves a cute little suite. On the way to the elevator, the two girls run into Ryan, who's on his way to the gym to burn off his travel frustration. Ryan, amused by their infatuation, invites Kate and Meg for a drink that evening. They say yes for another spontaneous plan. Later, Kate shows up on time to make sure she has some private time with Ryan. Meanwhile, Meg tries to buy an outfit for the night, but she walks in wearing a sari, which she got by threatening an Indian at the front desk with a bad Yelp review. Ryan greets the ladies and goes down to get a booth for the three of them. In the process of looking for one, Ryan runs into Roger and Nancy, who were also with them on the plane. Kate and Meg also join their booth. Soon after, Ryan finds out the weather forecast remains the same, meaning he'll miss his friend's wedding rehearsal dinner. Kate and Meg seize the opportunity to try to console a desolate man. All three of them end up hearing Roger and Nancy's love story before these two lovebirds get to enjoy their own hugs and kisses. Ryan starts a get-to-know-each-other conversation, with Meg introducing herself as the CEO of a cosmetics company. Meanwhile, Kate claims she's a teacher for special needs students. Ryan, just a simple firefighter, leaves the girls feeling embarrassed. In time, the DJ calls for people to the dance floor, and Ryan won't miss some fun. So he pulls the girls from their seats and takes them to the floor. At this point, Meg seems to enjoy herself, but not long after, before a little nip slip puts her goodies on full display on the way back to the hotel room in the elevator, Ryan invites the girls to explore the city with him the next day. The girls gladly accept, and though it's time for them to say goodnight and return to their respective rooms, Kate and Meg try to get on Ryan's good side, pushing each other out of the way, only to leave the other embarrassed. Later on the way to the room, Meg confesses her love for Ryan to Kate, but Kate opposes it, as she is also deeply attracted to Ryan. The next day, the three of them are planning their city tour. Meg suggests a hot air balloon ride, knowing well that Kate has a fear of heights. But Kate, a warrior in love, decides to join Meg and Ryan. Only a few minutes into the ride, Kate starts panicking. But it's a good thing for Kate, as Ryan comes to calm her down. Meg becomes displeased, and so she opens a bottle of champagne, popping the cork into the monocled hot air balloon pilot's only eye. He loses control of the balloon, causing it to crash into a kid's birthday party. After an exhausting and dramatic day, Kate, Meg, and Ryan return to the hotel and spend some relaxing time by the pool. But Meg starts to get impatient, seeing Ryan hovering around Kate, so she challenges Kate to a diving competition. Everything is cool until she injures herself in a dangerous dive and embarrasses herself. The next day, the girls meet awkwardly at the hotel bar, having been avoiding each other, and Nancy from the old couple also joins them. The gloomy morning becomes lively when Nancy tells the girls she can kill anyone who tries to obstruct her from getting to Roger. For all wrong reasons, Kate and Meg decide to take her advice. Just like that, the two best friends are in Ryan's room, as they see him checking out of the hotel. Ryan is about to ride to Fort Lauderdale with a stranger named Craig. Given the situation, Kate and Meg invite themselves to the 17-hour hell ride. As the journey progresses, the four of them play different games to kill time. Seeing an opportunity, Meg applies lotion on Ryan, making Kate jealous. Kate takes out an ugly prom picture of Meg to get back at her. She gets a chuckle from Ryan. Craig also joins in, and the whole team is laughing at Meg. They stop at a gas station. Kate rushes to the public restroom and gets locked inside. The wicked conspirator is none other than Meg. She takes this opportunity to set herself up as Ryan's state. Meanwhile, Kate tries to get out through the window by stepping on the toilet but slips right into it. Her second attempt is successful, but she ends up diving into a garbage pile. Oh no, back on the road, Kate uses her fall to get a neck massage from Ryan. Meg gets mad. She mixes a sleeping pill in the champagne to offer to Kate, but she refuses. Instead, Craig takes a sip from it. Later, the effects show when Craig falls asleep while driving and runs straight into a parking sign. While Meg winds away at a bar with Craig, Ryan hooks up with Kate and they have a one-on-one small game in his room. In the morning, Kate is having her breakfast when Meg joins her. Meg tries to dissipate the hostility between them, revealing intimate details about Ryan's physique that only someone who has slept with him would know. At this point, both of them realize that Ryan has slept with the two of them. Just then, Craig comes in to tell the girls that Ryan has stolen his car and left long ago. Still, this doesn't stop the catfight. Things only get worse as the hotel management calls the police. The police start investigating the scene, hearing about Ryan, no one knowing his last name. Craig has Ryan accept his Google Plus request, and so he tracks him down, finding out that Ryan indeed is going to a wedding. Not his friend's but his own. Kate suggests they take Ryan down, saving a woman's life from marrying a scammer. At this point, Kate and Meg book a car to Fort Lauderdale, beginning another journey. As soon as they arrive in Fort Lauderdale, the girls track down the wedding and manage to catch the bride before she walks down the red carpet. The bride is shocked but saved nonetheless. The bride proposes a breakup, but not with Ryan, but with Carlos. Oh, my God, the wrong bride. But it's already too late. Kate and Meg go to the front desk, where they are directed to another wedding. Thankfully, they find Ryan there. He tries to flee but can't do so at his own wedding. As Meg and Kate try to get an explanation from him, his bride Genevieve joins them. Genevieve is a devil. She has Ryan wrapped around her finger. They realize that Ryan is actually the one who has his life ruined. There's no need for Kate and Meg to intervene because karma is the real player here. After a roller coaster journey for a man, Meg decides to try her luck with Craig, who's been hitting on her. And it goes well with them sharing a passionate kiss before the flight. Meg then meets Kate at the airport. She apologizes first, and they decide to restart their friendship in the city and go back to their own lives. Kate takes back her resignation at her high school and is lucky to get promoted to the position of an assistant volleyball coach. Meanwhile, Meg is preparing for an interview. In the evening, Kate and Meg agree to have their regular girls' night, drinking wine with Chinese takeout and watching a fantastic reality TV show. If you enjoy this video, please give a like and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.